Hello! We're back. We're blueprinting again. And, well, whether or not we do more after today... Well, okay. It depends how things go. I don't think we're going to solve everything today. And I do want to solve everything. But I also want to do other things. So, I'm thinking about it. We were talking about it last time. Maybe doing it as more of a once-a-week kind of thing, or as just an occasional segment. Maybe I'll do something like that, because I'm still very interested in the remaining puzzles and mysteries in this game, and I played a bit off stream over the past few days, and I definitely have a stronger footing. I think I'm closer to certain things, a few things I've done, a few things I've seen, a few things I've learned. And I've got some things. I can show you everything. Right, I just have to pull that up. That's fine there. But yeah, a couple of things. Well, I took a bunch of screenshots where relevant, of course. I'm probably gonna just walk you through a bunch of those. Yeah, I've got that set up correctly, and I've got some little video clips as well for stuff that I recorded, stuff that I thought was relevant and important. So we've got a bunch of that. So I'm gonna pull up the video first, and we'll go through that. Hold on. I gotta pull OBS up so I can see the video good, so I can actually commentate over what is happening. Pause that. Hold on. There we go. Bring that here. Move it down. There we go. So yeah, this is just the collection of recorded clips of various things that I decided to record when they happened. First off being the cloister, because we upgraded the cloister. We hadn't been to the cloister at all, I don't think. But we upgraded the cloister into the Cloister of Draxus, which is pretty good. It's pretty useful from when I've used it so far. You have to be careful about where you use it, because it makes it so that every door coming off of it, every room that you draft from it will be a dead end, guaranteed. But every time you do it, you get a bunch of ivory die for doing it, so you can get a bunch of rerolls. Plus, you can kind of get those dead end rooms out of the way. And, you know, some of the dead end rooms are really valuable. You know, they can have items and stuff. So it's good to get those, honestly, in a healthy way. But we got that note last time from whatever it was, like the Solarium or whatever. It was a green room. Saying that, like, oh, if you want to get into the middle of the cloister, you got to press these two panels on these bits here in the cloister. And there's no feedback or like little cursor change or anything for doing it, but it does it. And that will go down in the video. It should be fine, but it's whatever. But yeah, there was just an allowance token in there. Plus, there's pretty much, I think, guaranteed a dirt pile in there every time. I think I've had as many as 3. But there was this note too. Mr. Nogula, if you're reading this, it seems the day has finally come, and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I've left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We've learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous, Mrs. Babbage. And I remember watching you play doing Animal. How you been? Doing good. Yeah, I guess I've been of a puzzly brain for a while, and Animal Well was part of that, but especially playing this and playing Tunic recently has really brought that back for me. But doing good. I've been playing a bunch of blueprints. We got to room 46 and everything. I'm kind of just working on the big late stage end game puzzles, whatever you want to call them. We're gonna see how far we can get with any of those today. I'm just going through stuff that I did off stream. Did you do Outer Wilds? I have played it. I played it. I didn't play it on stream. It was years ago when I played it. And I did briefly play it once on stream with all the knowledge having played the game, but it was the VR mod. I might go back to that at some point, but it's kind of harder to do because I've beaten it. You know, I kind of know what to do already, but I haven't done the DLC still. I touched on the DLC when I did that. That was my only exposure to that. So maybe I'll come back around to that. at some point. I gotta figure out a list of other puzzly games to do. But yeah, still working on this. So yeah, that was that. We just got that note. The money was good. I had a whole thing going. By the way, I had an amazing run where I took the lab. I've been trying to get the lab whenever I can. I've still got to think about. It's gonna just come down to insane luck is powering the lab somehow. But yeah, I got the lab once, and I got the effect of, I think it was, every time you draft a shop, increase your allowance by 1 permanently. So I have an allowance of like 15 or 16 now. It's pretty crazy. But I've been trying to get the lab wherever I can just to get those benefits. You can get permanent stuff like that. It's really nice. Anyway, this is a room that I drafted. Because I think it was on stream. Because last time we played this, I came down with a migraine, which kind of screwed me up, and it's hard for me to remember everything that happened. I wasn't in the best state, but we got that room where it was like, oh, you can pick a room to get permanently, but it's just one of the 3. And I picked this, the clock tower, because we read that note about the sanctuary keys, and one of the notes for that said like, oh, one of the keys is up with all the clocks or something like that. So I was like, oh, it must mean the clock tower. Now I haven't figured out where to find the key in there, but I did draft it, so I recorded this first time being there. There was this fragment of a realm sigil. We're going to be working on sigil stuff today. We're definitely going to try and do that first door that we unlocked down there in the sanctuary, because I've got a pretty good lead on that. I was just, again, my brain was not there last time. But yeah, that's a partial sigil. And there's this note, which has this like central sigil symbol at the bottom, which I think is the one for the first sanctuary door, the one that we're going to do. But I wonder about this, because it seems to be describing, it's saying directions and symbols, right? So southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth, and it's forth the number, not forth, F-O-R-T-H. It's directions and imagery, and then that symbol at the bottom. So this is something we're going to have to keep in mind, no doubt. There's that. There's also just a treasure map, but that was a random spawn. This. So I was looking, because we had gotten all of the sheet music last time. I just didn't solve that. But we got all the sheet music. We saw the bold message said, find words on the sheets. Your first words on the sheets are true message. And then the first words on the sheets were, find among the white trees under 2 stones. Which is this. There's white trees here at the campsite. There's these 2 stones. If you dig there, you get a room. A room I haven't gotten. Have I gotten it yet? No, I have gotten this. Yeah, I have gotten this once. The conservatory lets you adjust the rarity of floor plans in the house. It's another one where you get to pick from 3, but they give you 3, and it's like, here, adjust the rarity of these. So I think I made the dining, I think it was the meeting room, the conference room, whatever it's called, the room that spread items go to. I think I set that to like common or something. Mostly, I mean, it's good to have. It's good to get early for any spread effects that come later in the run. It's also just a good room because it's a T-junction, which is nice to have. It says 4th and not 4th. I never noticed. Yeah, it does. If I go back. F-O-U-R-T-H, which I have to assume is intentional and part of the puzzle. Not just a typo. I'm pretty stingy. That's maybe not the word. I don't know. I get on people's cases about typos, so I notice these things. So there's that. There's this. There's a couple things I noticed in room 46 that I hadn't noticed before. The others are going to be in the screenshots. But I noticed this drawer was ajar in the desk. I never noticed that when we had gotten there before. And I looked in there, and there was this. There was like a ransom note. This secret room is not as secure as you thought. Have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. I don't know where the instructions to follow are. Maybe we just get back there again. But they have the letters, supposedly. Even though we've gotten most of the letters. I found one off stream. I found one of the letters. I found one of the safes and solved that as well. We'll get to that. So we'll see what's going on with that. I don't know what they mean by that. And yes, I got a run where I was able to get down here, and I had the coat room, whatever it is, the coat check room, so I could get my fire lighter back. Turns out there is another way to light fires, though, which I'll get to. But I managed to light all the candles in here, and it opened up a path. Here in the sigil room, and it led pretty much where I expected it to. It's the precipice, the hallway that you can access from the big glass elevator out front. So that's another way into the underground now. And there was another excavation report. This one being Foreman's Log 20. It was a very early one. After waiting the better part of 3 weeks for the equipment to carefully be hoisted down the cliffside one piece at a time, the wait is finally over. Today we begin our formal entry into the mountain and begin excavation of the first tunnel, the first of many. To prevent future delays, Tomas Sinclair has generously volunteered to install a freight lift to facilitate both personnel transport. Just what? It just says both personnel transport and then nothing else, but okay. However, after seeing his ornate designs, one can't help but feel the Baron's delicate taste might be better suited for the ballroom crowd. Regardless of the particulars, I'm sure my crew won't object to riding down the tunnels in fashionable style. Yeah, that's probably the elevator in the foundation that he's talking about. Yeah, nothing major there, I don't think. But yeah, it's just this door, and this was that door that we can see in the precipice hallway. And it turns out if you come this way, you come in this way without having used the elevator. The elevator just isn't there, and you can't pull it down. So, not much use going out from within there, but we can get in that way now, which is cool. And yeah, I had a run where I got the vault key and the vault. And because we had read that one of the keys for the sanctuary is supposedly in the vault, so I thought this was going to get it for us. But it didn't. It didn't. It was something else, actually. The foundation elevator looks ornate. I mean, I guess it's not. No, it's obviously... No, it's the glass elevator out front. It's that one. That's obviously the one that it is, and that's obviously the first tunnel. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, there was some gems, an upgrade disc, and a passport. A Fen Ares passport, and more confirmation that that is the realm sigil of Fen Ares. We're going to get into these. It's going to be important. I think we've seen that in multiple different places, though. An ISS. So yeah, we got this, but no key. Unless this is somehow related to the key. But it seems to be the fake passport that Simon's mother presumably used to flee the country after the heist of the crown. It says, like, Jean Ribbon. So... But I don't know what else that tells us, really, outside of being a little interesting piece of lore. That's something I'll have to figure out. And given that we're at this point, I'm not above looking things up. Because I would like to get things solved, even if we don't solve it today. But, you know, I will do my best to solve things, and if I can't figure things out, then we will simply deal with it. I think you should be able to hear the game audio as well. I can't, because the way my audio is set up. But, I could like, hear it, right? No, that wouldn't work for reasons.
As it was
but yeah, I had another Alzara conversation. He said, I don't know how relevant this one is, because it's at least partially hinting towards the safe in the drawing room. I think the drawing room, the one with the candlestick, as you'll see.
And I suspect
I shouldn't say anything. It was just me ranting. But well, hello anyway. Looks that happened. That's weird.
The image is becoming clear.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to try to piece together whatever he's trying to say.
I hear the pattering
pattering
steps
steps
of children.
And yeah, we'll have to check out that thing he said last time. He was talking about, like, there's a door you could have opened. It's like saying I could have opened one of the gates, even though I didn't think I could. I feel like I tried, but maybe not.
I see an old
Yeah, this bit. That's Simon, I'm pretty sure. That's not, that's like a vision of the future. That's Simon sitting in the chair. Presumably, like, on his own deathbed. setting up the puzzle for the next generation and getting his portrait like drawn, because you can see it's got the candelabra with the one bit tilted to open the safe. Like, it is that hint again. Yeah, it is old Simon, yeah. Which is interesting, because I thought for a second it was supposed to be someone else, which is weird, because we haven't really seen anyone else in engine like that, like anyone's actual 3D model, but it is. It's just one shot of old Simon, which is really interesting. Yeah, that seems to be mostly for that safe, because you can see the candelabra not filtered there. It was a game where you could either solve a puzzle or punch a puzzle to solve it. You get into a chess match only to beat your opponent to death with a chair. You objectively win. Yeah, that would be cool. As like a puzzle skip mechanic in some kind of game. I don't know. Yeah, just a lot of people in the chair.
What you have heard here has been foreseen.
So I don't know if there's anything additional for us to draw there, puzzle-wise, outside of the safe that we've solved.
Until the dawn of the following day.
Dark Souls
I
puzzles.
will
Yeah.
have nothing more to say.
And then, yeah, this is just me getting the trophy room, because I hadn't seen it yet. Just for the sake of seeing it. Still haven't gotten the full house, so I've still only got the one trophy, or any of the other trophies. But yeah, you've got a cool little checklist there, plus the trophy case, so you can go look at the trophy. To burn the chair to stop the loop, maybe. Unless we want to pass it on, because it seems to have done Simon a lot of good. Yeah, that was all that was in there. And this. I got the paper crown. This one, I will admit, I looked up. Because I was nowhere close. I was nowhere close. It was not what I was thinking at all. It was not a certain date thing. It was not Tuesdays. It was the Foundation again. Which I should have maybe considered, given that we had already had that happen once with the Foundation. The thing with the Foundation was you need to draft a room on the side of it that has no door, and then there's a control in the doorway. Same thing here. I have some screenshots for that as well, where you have a room looking at the backside of the room where the crown is, and there's a control panel for the security system. So you can lower the little barrier preventing you getting there. And then there's also a laser alarm system. So you can make that visible, and then what you have to do is there's a third button that disables it, but it's disabled for like 10 seconds. So you have to run over there in 10 seconds and go pick up the crown. And it's just another thing that affects your run. So if there's not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary, which seems pretty good. Hopefully I can maybe get some use out of that. That's the thing I have to get per run, but I can plan around it now. Security terminal suggests it's an item you can pick up. I know. I knew that. That's why I was trying to figure out how to get it, because I had seen on the terminal that it said, like, the crown was there to be picked up. But I was kind of looking. I looked at the note in the room, in the room that has the crown, and I was kind of red herringed by that a little bit, because it says like, oh, we set things up so that like there'll be 3 guards, 2 of them will be wearing black gloves, and they'll tie themselves up, and there'll be a guard with white gloves. We can only do this on a Tuesday. So I was like, oh, is there going to be something with this third guard? Is it only going to appear on a Tuesday? Do I have to like figure out like which day is which, when the next Tuesday is, and then draft the room on a Tuesday? No, it was just get the control panel, and that was it. So that kind of misled me for a while. But yeah, that's all the video stuff I have to show you. But I have some screenshots. I have a lot of screenshots that we're going to go through. So, hold on, I have to move this down. There we go. So, turns out trunks can spawn in the pool as well. And I've since filled the pool for the purposes of emptying the fountain, so we can take that route. But I may mess around with that some more, because we've got another the other way down there via the elevator now, the glass elevator. And I want to do the reservoir, but we have to like power that. I got the swim trunks. I did get the swim trunks. I assumed this was what it was, because I bought the swim trunks and I bought the lunchbox as well, which is pretty damn useful. But yeah, I assume this is what it was, because like every time I've been in there, I've seen them. Even when it's been filled, there's just floating. It's trunks. It's trunks. Yeah, that's why they're trunks. Those are trunks. Like not just boxes. They're trunks. I got the swim trunks and it made trunks appear. Yes, of course. I only just got that right now. This game and its fucking puns. Yeah, I got that. But the pool is full right now. But good that it's there. Why did I take a screenshot of this? I don't know. That may have been accidental. I mean, we definitely did that on screen where we made the piggy bank visible. I haven't broken that yet. Don't know why I took that screenshot. But yeah, there's me buying the trunks and the lunchbox. Like piggy banks? I guess I do. I haven't broken it yet. Yeah, I got this. I assume the Mount Holly T probably does something as well then, given that the swim trunks did. Never smashed mine. It's loaded. I don't think I ever will. I feel like if I get a shot at, like, buying... You know, if I ever run where I can, like, maybe buy out the showroom with it or buy some of the expensive books, I would maybe do it, since it's a one-time thing. Wiggly? Question mark? Let's see. Let's find out. What actually have... Oh, no, I have OBS there. Oh, no, it's Oakpot. There you go. No Wiggly. Most expensive items, like 400 coins. Save for that. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, the lunchbox is really good. Yeah, once you reach rank 5 with the lunchbox, gain half your dinner steps. So that's good if you get the dining room early. You just take the lunchbox with you, and you get the benefit from it once you get there. But also, if you just put the dining room down at rank 5 or beyond, and you just pick this up, you just get the steps, like there and then. So there's no downside to this thing. It's really good. It's absolutely fantastic. Must have. Yes, I showed you that in the video. Right, there was this. So this is the room, yeah, this is the room where you can draw... Oh yeah, this didn't happen on stream. I took screenshots of this. But yeah, you can choose a room to add. And it was between the solarium, the vestibule, and the clock tower. So yeah, solarium makes it more likely to get rare rooms. Vestibule, yeah, it has 3 unlocked doors and 1 locked door, and the clock tower. And I just took the clock tower because there might be a key there. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But there was a safe in here, and there was this calendar which had the solution on it. And it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure out what the solution was. But let me just show you the screenshots first. So I got the clock tower. There's this. It shows you the layout for the Great Hall. Maybe on a particular day. I don't know why, because it wasn't the present day. But it does show you that, which is kind of cool. Drafting Strategy Volume 1 is in here. So I read that, and I got screenshots of every page. So we're going to have a read of that now. It should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it's true that most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it is not the only color on which floor plans are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Horus, was decidedly more difficult to affix an architect's revision edits to, so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. Ah. But all the other colors do, huh? And we do have some black prints. Black prints are a thing. Like, the tomb is black, and the armory is partially black. That is a thing. Interesting. That's the lore of the black print. And the other colors. By the 4th era, all floor plans were being printed on blue paper. Over the years, the fear of political connotation deferred to innovation, and the use of colored prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects, who used hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while an orange floor plan will immediately inform a contractor that the print contains designs for a hallway. In this issue of Drafting Strategy, we will explore the different features of each type of floor plan, and look at the underlying connections that tie each room to its color. Most violet dreams. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during a long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet-bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let a weary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the ability to be more carefree with their plans for the day. So, it's just facts about each color room, like associated resources, whether or not there are likely to be extra items. Obvious synergies, which is cool. And these nice little illustrations of the rooms. There may or may not be some relevant information in those. I don't remember. There might be some. We'll look through it. Green rooms are a wonderful way to bring the outdoors inside and provide a breath of fresh air for the home. The abundance of plant life, rich soil, and natural resources in these spaces makes them extremely appealing for architects who enjoy gardening and open spaces. These floor plans are extremely synergistic, and strategies centered around green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in your house, the more powerful their effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of rooms to contain piles of dirt for digging, which is nice. Orange Passage. If the bedroom is the heart of the home, then the hallways are the arteries, serving as diverging paths that branch out to different parts of the house and lead visitors to their intended destination. While these orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them, they are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house, and the more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Yeah, the hall pass, I don't think we've ever seen that. That's the thing. Many things exist. Golden Trim. Shops are an essential part of any large estate, providing a convenient place for the staff and residents to purchase items without having to leave the property. Including at least one of these floor plans in your house will provide you with an outlet for any coins that are found during the day. Strategies that involve generating lots of gold will usually want to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. These floor plans are bordered with shades of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Extra items? Never for free. Yeah, obviously Synergy's vault, because fat money. And red rooms. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger that can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While these rooms come with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Oh yeah, it does have like 2 of the names of the angels in this illustration of the chapel here, which is cool. Associated resource, vexation. Extra items? Seldom. Yeah, tomato soup I think we've picked up like once. Synergies, skilled players. And prismatic rooms. You may on rare occasions notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border would be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan, as it supports all the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you a bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Right. And yeah, I didn't even notice, I think, that the maid's chamber was both a red room and a bedroom, but it is. Makes sense. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you've found valuable insights and colourful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colourful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colours and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, colour is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as a display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a colour we call our own. It's like a political commentary in there, damn. But yeah, there's this, which seems to be like a small model of the room that it itself is in. And there's a tiny little safe. There's a tiny little safe there, detailed model of a safe, which has a little safe code on it. And I did manage to open it. It has letter number 5 in it. But it took me a hot minute to figure this out, because I obviously, if I go back, do I have the hotkey set for this? I do, yeah. Well, I looked at this first, because it wasn't the current date, so I tried that, and it wasn't that. And then, next obvious thing was I looked at this calendar, And there were a few things to look at here. Obviously, they've got day 1 marked, which is pretty handy. I thought maybe it would be that. So I tried that, and it wasn't. And then I was looking at the picture, obviously. And the first thing that stuck out to me was the apple trees. And I was like counting, you got 4 apple trees on the bottom, so I was like counting the apples that are on them, but then some of them have some that have fallen off. So I was counting those 2. None of those combinations worked. And then the real solution was you need to look at the fucking letter puzzle again. The secret message. Think about the secret message. Because remember, I thought about it briefly, and I was like, no, maybe not, because we've already used that. We did the safe in the drawing room. And it was like, if we count small gates, 8 gates crack 8 safes. We count small gates. And it is spelt Gates. But we had interpreted it as gates, like Gaits, for counting the pictures of people's walking gaits. But it's gates. It's the gates. We have to count the gates. You count the small gates in this picture. Of which there were how many again? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it was November. It was the month of November, I think. So it was like 0811. And that was the solution. And that got the safe open. So that was another safe done. We're missing 1 or 2 more, depending on how many there actually are. Because there's 8 letters, but Alazar said we wouldn't find one of them. So I don't know. Also accepts 1108. Yeah, so I've heard that you can do it either the sensible way or the American way. The date formatting, which is pretty cool. I like that. I think they had to patch the game to do that. Oh, was it just the American way originally, I wonder? But yes, letter number 5, and it's fucking tiny. Next might be problematic? Oh, that sucks. Different parts of the world do it different. Yeah. In the sense that Americans do it wrong, and everyone else does it in a sensible way. But yeah, it's also a tiny letter, so let me pull up my actual screenshot for this. Where is it? There it is. Uncle, in a few hours we are departing. As planned, we'll be taking the old Mountain Way tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may not know if I've made the right decisions, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval of. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him that these last days were all for. Explain to him if you can. Let me get it up so you can see it too. There we go. Explain to him if you can the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon, above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days, we were guilty of everything. As always, Mary. There's one from Simon's mother. Fuck. Sensible way is year, month, day. Sorting by name also sorts by date. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's sensible. As long as they're in, like, ascending or descending order of, like, scale of time. You know, like day, month, year, or year, month, day. I'm fine with that. But month, day, year is some insane nonsense. But yes, I did some pump stuff, so I emptied out the fountain, which was a little bit of work, because I had to, like, completely fill everything else, including the little supply tanks here in the room. Hopefully, maybe I can get the thing powered so I can use the reservoir at some point. Then maybe I can do fountain plus empty pool. Maybe. I don't know. But I need to like, get the actual reservoir drained at some point as well, so we can check that out, because there's maybe a key there. Yeah, this is just a message on the blackboard in the outdoor classroom. Don't know if it really means anything, or if I noticed it before, but it just says within a timely manner. But manner as in building, not manner as in M-A-N-N-E-R. They love that kind of thing. We took out the fixed stars. Nothing we hadn't already seen in there, but just screenshotted it because Clara Epson took it out back in the day, just to see that. So yes, here is the security system for the to get the crown. And it's just on that one side that doesn't have a door. So you can reveal tripwire, lower barrier, and reset alarm system, and you have this little window that looks into the room, which is kind of cool. So that's what the lasers are like, and the barrier's lowered. So you just have to hit the reset button, and it will turn off. And then, yeah, I was trying to take screenshots of it. That's why it was in the video, because it was I can't get a... You can't hit the screenshot button without the item text disappearing. Lara Epson, the only one who gives a fuck about stars, apparently. No one in decades other than us had taken that book out. But I guess no one would need to, because the observatory has a copy in there. Maybe that's why. But yeah, that's how you get the crown, is just reset and run in there right quick. And yeah, this was from the observatory. I got the sale day, and then it made this flyer appear. And it only applies to certain rooms, but there's just a unique flyer for that, which is cool. Makes sense why a telescope spawns in a bedroom. Ah, I didn't think about that either, actually. We've still got to we've got to go to Her Ladyship's chambers more and try to figure out how to open up the little diary in there. I have no idea, still. I finally flipped the lever in the greenhouse. I'm pretty sure on the right, that's another wall we might want to break down. I'm not sure. I haven't had the chance to try it yet. But I finally opened the southern door for the first time ever. I took another screenshot of this because I forgot that I already had. Yeah, we dug up this spot on stream, but I came upon it again and noticed that it was still dug up, which I guess makes sense because when we got the second key for the archives, that also the bottom shelf was still open. But yeah, that remains as is. The passport again, yeah, because I took screenshots of that. That's that which we read. There was this in room 46 as well. On the fireplace, it has all the central symbols for all the 8 realm sigils as well. I noticed that there. It's also on the floor in the inner sanctum as well, to correspond with the doors too. So it's just interesting that that's there. And I also noticed the busts, the family busts around room 46. The Marigold bust is empty, I guess because she's missing, yeah. There's the Jones bust, which is Simon, which is cool. And then there's also the Sinclair and Epson busts, and that's in the 4 corners. Yeah, stolen, perhaps stolen, because someone's been in there, clearly. Also took a picture of this, just because it has those colors on it. But, and it's got the mountain symbol on it. I don't know if it's relevant. I just took a screenshot of it, because why not? Oh yeah, I took a screenshot of this because I misread that first B effect. It says gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die at random. For a moment, I thought it says gain 1 key, 1 gem, or die randomly. And I was like, die? What do you mean die? Like delete my save? That's not even like end the day. That's die. But no, it's a die. An ivory die. That kind of cracked me up a little bit. But yeah, look, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance is an effect that I had a couple of times. It's pretty cool. But yes, he was me going to the conservatory. Yeah, I worked on that. I took this screenshot, saw that. This showed up in the armory. I didn't realize there could be different things than the 3 things we usually see in there. But there's also a self-igniting torch in there, which you can light candles with. And ignite fuses. There is that whole dynamite thing, which we've not done anything with yet, because it just wasn't safe to take. I don't know what's going to make it safe to take, but we know where it is. But that's an option for that, too. And yeah, I was in the gymnasium. This looked kind of suspiciously breakable. So that might be a breakable wall, too. Maybe. And I dug up a wind-up key, which was cool. This is when I had the jackhammer, so I guess it gave me better odds at getting something good. So I suppose if you fail the parlor game, you can get a second chance at it if you happen to find a wind-up key. Someone's not a fan of logic puzzles. And that's back to the start of my screenshot. So that's everything I had to show you. So some good thinking. Well, I'm in a position to do some things. We're definitely not going to solve everything today. I don't know when we are going to solve everything. It's probably just going to take me doing more runs off stream and rolling the dice on RNG. But we can do some sigil stuff, for sure. Script for the wind-up key is hilarious. Yeah. You just know someone got really pissed off. of the parlor. But yeah, there's the fountain path. It's just there. It's pretty handy. We can just go straight down there. And yeah, my allowance is 16 now. I'm in the way of it. But my allowance is 16, which is pretty good. It's pretty good upgrade from whatever we had before. To start the day with 16 because of the lab. It's great. So I suppose let's go down to the sanctum, shall we? Yeah, let's go down to the sanctum. I'll get my let me get my outside room before I forget as well. But we'll go down to the sanctum and see if we can solve that sigil puzzle. I gotta get more keys so we can see what the rest of those rooms look like. Because at least a few of them I know exactly how to get. Give me the shelter's okay. I get a gem for that too. Or we could tool shed. Go ahead and give me the shelter. We'll play it safe for the first run of the day. Gem? Nope. Nope. Gem? Yes. Right. Okay. Let's head downstairs. Hold on. I just have my mouse plugged in to charge, but it doesn't need it anymore. There we go. Freedom of mouse movement. It's back, baby. We're still missing a permanent edition, by the way. I saw a screenshot of the game that had that slot filled in, and I didn't even fully read what it said. I used my power of unobservation to just glaze over and not see what it said. But there is something there. A permanent upgrade that we haven't gotten yet. And no idea what that is. But yeah, here it is. It took another basement key, by the way. Which is, it makes sense, but is also kind of evil. Because I got this open, came down here, and I saw this. I was like, oh, fuck. So I had to go get another basement key. Just to do this. But then, yeah, it's just around here. And we saw this flooded before, but it isn't now. So yeah, it's like if we get this one lower, we could probably use the boat. Not that we strongly need to, I guess. But I want to get a lot lower, too. I want to go all the way down. Or into that pipe, maybe. Those are all things to try. But I need a god run. Where I, thingy. Where I get the pump room powering or the boiler room powering the pump room. Yeah, there was the sigil room. And I think that's the sigil that we're going to try to make in the first sanctuary room. I think so. Because the innermost symbol is the same. And there's a different one for each realm sigil. So that's kind of our key to work with. So we'll recreate that. That should be the solution for this. And once I get it figured out, I'll have to take note of which realm sigil is for which realm for the names, because the 8 months, 8 realms thing is going to be important, no doubt. No idea what I guess the numerical order is going to be the numerical order here, presumably. Like rooms 1 through 8 are presumably going to have a realm sigil in each. Let's hold this while we're here. Why not? Never hurts to get up there. You know, I could get the blue crown and actually get some use out of it instead of just having it for nothing. But yeah, see, there's also the inner sigils here. We've seen this one on Her Ladyship's diary. And yeah, it also says Ovin Nevere here as well. I guess it's like family motto or something. But yes, here we are. I don't know if I fully understood the mechanism of this before, which, you know, makes sense given migraine. But there are 2 different levers. There's the central button and 2 different levers to pull around to change elements of this. So, with I've got to go digging through my screenshots again. But let me go find the screenshot of this sigil that's in the sigil room around here. There it is. The mechanism didn't know existed. Using the keyboard help. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so the sigil as we see it in the sigil room, it doesn't have anything on the outside. but I believe there was an elemental thing going on. If I go find those screenshots of the book, yes, the sigil book. Yeah, the border is dependent on the color. There's black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, and white. Now, yeah, and it's the national color of the realm. So we've got to figure out the colors of the realms. And yeah, we can see some bits of the core. We can see, for 5 of the cores, we can see the first few letters of the names of the place. Let's see. But then, yeah, because we can see, yeah, we've got the sigil for the red place. That is it. It's in the book. It's the example one the book uses. So it's not red. It's orange something is the one that we're trying to do. But it's going to be one of the colors, but I don't know which. It also shows white. It could be white. Although, because there's okay. It shows white, black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white, which is 9. There are 8 rooms and 8 realms. Probably one of these is like ancient historic realm that no longer exists. But yeah, I guess reading too much of it isn't too important right now. Understanding the exact meaning of the realm sigils. The main thing is being able to recreate that realm sigil here. Though, the question is just the color, I suppose. Although, actually, yeah, we have that realm sigil that was in the secret garden as well. I didn't think about that. That does have the little dotted outline. Hold on. I'm going to show on disk. I'm using the Steam, screenshot viewer, but it only lets me open one at a time, which isn't ideal. Just look at it in Windows. So it has, yeah, big dots, little dots, which is black. That's the black realm that is shown in the secret garden. Is that the same sigil that's shown in the sigil room, though? The symbol in the middle is that the same or different? Where's that screenshot? It's a whole lot of screenshots to search through. The whole endeavor. Yes, it is that. So I suppose this is the black one then. Sus of my connection. I hope your connection becomes more trustworthy. Less sus. So yeah, it's the black realm. And the black realm has the little weird boxy thing in the middle. It has I think the thing that indicates fog. There are 3 rays coming out from the center. The dots, it does have these dots on the outside, so that's correct. But changing this changes the outside too. I guess, oh wait, this is movable too. Ah, okay. There are 3 components. I didn't understand. Okay. That just does that. So let's do this until we get the square parts that I want, and then we can move the outside bit. That's the correct number of rays. That's the exact correct rays with the thing too. But then the inner pattern is wrong. I changed. Yeah, that. Yeah. This is correct. And then I want the black pattern, the big and little dots on the outside, and that should be correct. Yeah, this. That should be correct. That's exactly as it looks in the secret garden. Yeah, we got there. Okay, 1 sanctuary room puzzle. Ooh, it's one of those puzzles. So I'm maybe getting more allowance. Maybe it's not my connection, but the friendly alphabet agency worker. Maybe ISP just sucks. Collector's copy, a Morajai box. That's what these are. The Arinda Ares variation. Due to the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Arinda Ares sigil that were destroyed after the war, Morajai puzzle boxes featuring the infamous black symbol are among the rarest and most valuable collectors can acquire. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right, as if on train rails. Oh, we actually get to know the actual mechanism of the puzzle. Right. So it's, yeah, Arinda Ares. This is Arinda Ares. I need to write this down. I need a sigil dictionary. Let me move my keyboard out the way right quick so I can get some proper drawing done. Okay. Realms. Still only the 3rd page I've actually used for this game. Still. Arinda Aries. World destroyed nation? Question mark? 'Cause I don't really know. And before we do the puzzle, let me just go back and draw a quick approximation of this sigil. So, I don't have any guide for drawing a circle. I'm just going to have to lock in and be a cool artist and draw a circle. Not a terrible circle. The end was pretty weak, but I got there. It's not going to be a perfect shape. It's just good enough, is all. I'm going to have to draw another circle for the outline. Fuck. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, that's awful. I went over the page onto previous pages. Oh, fuck, because it's overlapping a little bit. Fuck. Whatever. Yeah, just draw some of those in. I can fill it in later. And then this bit. Rays coming out. 3. 3. That one down there. 3. And the rest of these little boxy shapes. No. Okay. It's just there for reference. If it comes up in lore and I need to recognize it sight unseen, it's there. Say that it's black as well, so that's there. Okay, more information I can write down there as I figure more things out with the realm lore. But yeah, let's have a look at this. Let's have a go at this. Did I screenshot this? I think I did. I did. Yeah. So when the black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right. Knowing that is helpful. So, yeah, like so. Oh, we want yellow, I guess? Right. We can move that around. So if I... Oh, that didn't do it. That's the reset. Okay. I still don't get how the yellow tile moves, really. Like, clicking on the black tile, I guess if we see I don't know, a document for these boxes in general. No, that just resets. Why did that swap over? I don't know. What? If it's not lighting up all the corners, what's the goal on this one? When I see the other boxes, I should screenshot them again. Since they've got the realm sigils on them, apparently. Which I hadn't really noticed before. Oh, we want them to be empty. Oh, that's relatively easy then. Or it should be. Ah, but it becomes undone if they become filled again. Yeah, hit me with the reset then. Right, so yeah, if they're in a corner like that, they can swap, or at least the green can swap around. Empty? Black, you mean? I mean, well, yeah, I suppose so. Black is a color too. So if I could get you up here, we'd be set. Oh. Oh, no, that reset it because I clicked on it when it was yellow in that corner. Right. Okay. I vaguely follow. Vaguely. swapping mechanics. I have no idea. No idea. I know what the black buttons do, and that's it. Guy's just pressing buttons. You gotta understand. So close. But so far. How do you swap to the corners like that? What is it that you do? Okay, we made to swap places. I don't know if that does anything for me. And get into this situation, which is good, and then the yellow's the issue. Is something you struggle with? I pity you. Context is omitted. Okay, I don't like the sound of that at all. And I don't understand the mechanism of what the other buttons do. Telling this is a tutorial? I mean, I've been taught something. I know what the black buttons do, which is good. I know more than I've ever known on these puzzles before. But I don't know what the other buttons do. I mean, if a green is in a corner and I press it and there's a black in the opposite corner, it switches over to that. Like that. Then sometimes the greens and the yellows switch. I guess maybe it tries to switch to the opposite side. Green tries to switch to the opposite side. Yellow tries to move to adjacent tiles. So we can effectively teleport the yellow by switching it with the green if we want to, which is good. And we can use black to shuffle it all along if we want to. Oh, that resets. I thought maybe I could trick it. Because, hitting it with the green reset the corner, but I didn't know if hitting it with the yellow also did that. But it has to stay black. It has to stay black. Okay. Okay. So. Don't really have a particular goal here. I'm just kind of experimenting. It's pretty easy to get the greens out of all the corners. But then the question becomes what to do with the yellow at that point. I don't really understand. Sometimes it can move one at a time and then other times it doesn't, and I don't fully understand why. These can switch corners. At it. You deserve a bonk for being kind of a prick about it. And last time as well. You were on thin ice. I hope you know that. This is why I quit La Milana and I struggle with streaming these games, because you have a contingent of people who are just pricks about things. and it makes me not want to do these kinds of things on stream. Just understand, I don't know what impression you have that makes you think that anyone would enjoy being treated that way. Like, because I'm streamer, maybe? I don't. No one would like that. No one would enjoy being around that. I need you to understand that. I don't know what experience you've had that made you think that's fine. I do have a point. You're right. Again, we can do this. But it's like, this is as far as I've got it figured out. Within my own logical understanding of it. Not when I've just been pressing buttons randomly. Because, like, the ideal situation would be that the yellow is here. And then we can press them all. Because, you know, if we have it loitering around in one of the corners, it's gonna turn one of these off. It has to be here. That's the obvious endpoint. I know this. Just still my not complete understanding of... Because I know... I'm trying to figure out how to get... If I do... I don't understand how I've gotten this to move one at a time before. 4 back squares and 4 corners, of course. Yeah, like obviously this needs to be here. Question is how to get it there. I mean, I've been thinking about it in terms of moving the I'm still thinking of the black buttons as empty space, which is not really how it works. It's just swapping spaces, kind of, and moving spaces. It's not empty, but I don't know if that makes any meaningful difference. I feel like I've accidentally gotten this to move like 1 tile at a time up or down before, and I don't know how I did that. Green can get yellow back down to the bottom row. Yeah, I mean, I know I can do that to get it down to the bottom row, which is good, I guess. And then we end up in this situation. I mean, I can do that, which is no benefit. Well, see, it moved. How did it move like that? Well, now I can... Maybe if I'm careful, but now this is in the wrong place. It's closer, but it's still not there. Now it's here again. I don't understand how that happened. That's part of what I'm struggling with, mechanically. Like, I can get it into... Okay, so I clicked it, and then it moved on its own. That wasn't me hitting a black space, I don't think. And then it did that. I don't know what the yellow does. I don't know what it does. It's very odd. Very odd. I don't know what's going on there. I had no idea what's going on there. Wish it had a piece of paper that told me what this does. You click the black space enough, you could maybe figure that out. But what the hell is yellow doing? It wants to go up. If there are black spaces above it, it seems like it will go up. It won't go down. But then it went to the middle. How did it do that? And now I can do that. What does it do? I don't know. Very strange. Very strange. Why does it want to do that? Like, it's not a matter of why, it's the fact that it does. Is what matters. So, let's try to get this back into the kind of state that we want. I've basically just fucking reset it at this point. Not that. And leave me to figure it out. Leave me to figure it out. I'm trying to just get back to where I was. I gotta figure out how I did that. I need to understand the mechanics. I'm unsolving it. I keep putting them in the corners. Stop doing that. Okay. So, yes. So, we know that if we put yellow in the bottom corner, we can move it up to middle left. That would be the final move that we want. So the question is, how do we get green down? I guess we'd maybe want it in the middle. We'd want it like in the middle on either side, because then yellow could swap into it and then move. Would we want that? We don't want it. We don't want yellow to move up. I mean, if we could get them both there, that would be the solution in the first place. The question is, how do we get that green? How do we set this up? This obviously won't do anything from here. We can do that and just move it up. We can do that. We can move it up through the middle as well. That's something. That is something. In fact, yeah, I'm able to swap them from top to bottom as well. Right. Yeah, but then doing it that way always ends up with that in the top corner again. And there's... Not much that can be done there. That isn't beneficial. That kind of just undoes some of our work. But then sometimes I can get it in the middle. What's up with that? Oh, no, because no, I know why that is. Because I'm hitting the black buttons. Stupid. Yeah. Yeah, this being here is kind of... If it is useful, because I can cycle it up and down like that, but I don't know if that's of any use to us, really. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. That's fine. I can, no, I was, no, I've gone back to not understanding it again. I was close to something there. Maybe. This isn't doing anything, is it? I'm just shuffling them around. I don't know where I want anything. This is complicated. Rereading the note adjacent to the box help? Maybe. I mean, but yeah, all this tells us is that black moves everything to the right, which I understand. I know that. That's the only thing I understand is the problem, is I don't understand the rules exactly for the yellow or green. Like, green seems to want to swap to opposite sides when on the edges. I understand that. Yellow seems to want to move up. But, like, that's my understanding of it, yeah. So I think I know how they work. I don't have a hard confirmation of that, but I don't know how to do that to create the pattern that I want here. Exactly. Like having all the corners be black. in my mind, I can't, like, create a simulation of that. So I kind of just have to hit buttons, but that changes the entire circumstance. And I'm still just kind of flying blind from there, even understanding the rules, at least to a degree. Then the shit I don't get. Like, sometimes they... Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah. Sure. I get the individual parts, but not how to solve the actual puzzle in question, though. Move you to the bottom. Well, I don't have to do that middle row thing, I don't think. Right. That's beneficial, I don't think. No. I think ideally, like, I want one here and maybe this in the middle. I mean, yeah, it would have to be like that, or this on the sides. That's obviously the end point that we want. And I can get that. I can get to this. Do that. That. Gets us slightly closer. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Fuck. No, I pressed all the buttons wrong. Ah. Oh no. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. See, I feel like I'm getting close, and then I press the wrong button, and it undoes everything, and I don't know how to get back to where I was. No, I'm just pressing buttons again. Like, I want this to be on the bottom, I think. So I can go from it being on the bottom to moving up to the middle with the 4 around it. And then getting it in that situation, because then I get that up there and that's great, but then if I want it to come back down, I need to swap one back up there, I guess. But then I can do this to move an extra one down. Yeah, if I want to shift them down, I can do that, but then I still need to swap one back up. Okay, so something like that. Move you up there. There. No, I still end up in the situation where you have to move one up to move this back down. I can't just have... I don't know how you have just one at the top. I think I've done it before, but I don't know how. There's, like, side swapping as well. Maybe something like that. If I'm like... I don't know. No, not that. Picking that, and then, like... Just pressing random buttons again. No, didn't want to do that. No. Now I've got none at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I can move it up without swapping out any greens. That never has to be a thing. That could be something. That's a way to get them all up top, which is not useful, but it's something. Yeah. Yeah, that's another way to get them down as well, is just corner them. If I bring you down... corner that. Yeah, we can do that. But then we end up in the position where we can't black space the bottom row, can't be shifted, there's no black buttons. So we have to think about what to do from there. Hmm. 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 I think my hint is you already understand it, yeah. Yeah, I get the mechanisms. It's just putting it all together logically and learning like what kind of tricks there are to move the spaces. Again, I'm still thinking of it as colors in empty space, which it isn't really, but it might as well be. I don't know. Just figuring out how to make things move the way I want them to. Because all of these other puzzles before this, I've not really brute forced, but kind of just fiddled with until they worked, which is kind of brute forcing it, but you know, whatever. That isn't what to do, is it? No, that isn't anything. Don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. We haven't got it like that. We don't want. Okay. I'm struggling to even, at this point, get the greens into the correct position. I guess it just comes down to doing more shit with the yellow. That isn't beneficial, is it? No. I mean, I'm trying to think of how to move green. How do I move a green into the middle, even? How does one go about that? Like... That's not what I wanted. Fuck. Like my most common error. Damn it. I've set this up an annoying way now. I'll take a hint if you've got a hint. Because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here. I don't know why this is the hardest thing in the entire game so far. I've put them in the corners again. Best bet is to keep yellow in the middle. Hi, Ray. Yeah, I know that. I kind of feel like my yellow is the key to moving the greens, though. That's kind of my primary agent in getting things to the middle, at the very least. I mean, I've got two in the middle right now. Wait, hold on. Wait, have we not done it? Wait, we've done it, though. Wait. Oh, I did it. Okay. I don't know how I did it. I did it. Somehow. Dexter shrug. I don't know. Whatever. It's done. Don't really understand entirely how I did it. I understand the mechanics, just not how to apply them. Anyway, there's more allowance. That was all that was for. Of course, that's all it's ever been for. Anyway, the rest of it. Anyway. Huh. There's one of the angels again. The chimney sweep angel. And then this angel. The, like, king angel. And then these. Black Bridge. Ah, another stamp. I don't know how you get those, though. They're a collectible. I don't know how you do it. Rinda Ares. Neat. 8 realms in 8 months. Hello. Yes. The objective was simple enough, but in what order? What route? And where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, I have departed, forsaking both map and plan. As it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. Herbert. That was sent to the estate from Herbert while he was traveling. Blackbridge Hotel and Spa. Okay, so he was making some manner of journey. I guess to visit the eight realms in 8 months. Okay. So he went south to wherever the next place is. So we'll just have to get another key. And learning more about the realms, I guess. I think that's as much as I can divine from that. I should let me take a screenshot of just this whole arrangement here. Presumably that's the place. And maybe the angels are important in this. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Well, that says Reddington, so that's Reddington, I guess. Maybe? That's a drawing of Reddington. Interesting. I don't know. Anyway, pressing on. So, as for getting any more of the keys, I mean, I'd like to today. A lot of it is up to RNG, so I don't think I'm going to get them all today. But I'd like to at least get one more. As for the realm sigils beyond that, who the hell knows? There's a lot that we have not seen and don't know. We've seen that fragment of one in the clock tower, and I feel fragments of others elsewhere. We know the hourglass symbol looking one is purple. So there's that, but not much more than that. We've got a couple of pictures of stamps and stuff. Yeah, there's the one for... I'm looking at my screenshots. There's the one for Fen Ares, the letter from to Simon from his dad. That doesn't have the sigil on it, but it does have the symbol, I think, which is like a pentagon. Yeah, that's this. So this one, door 2, is going to be for Fen Ares. And we've seen that on the postcard, haven't we? Not the postcard. The passport, rather. The passport, we've seen the symbol for Fen Ares, right? The whole sigil? Yeah. We've seen the whole sigil for Fen Ares. So if we get that key, we'll be able to do that one. Definitely. Definitively. Then after that, who the hell knows? I don't think I've seen most of these. We have at least one other stamp, though, we could look at that I feel like we saw recently. Where was that? It was like the letter we got for winning, right? That letter had the green stamp on it. Where is that? And yeah, the example one is Fen Ares, yeah. Just trying to go through my screenshots, make sense of any of it. Where was that letter? I did screenshot it, didn't I? Oh, there's that one. Yeah, one of the things in the archives had a partial one. And it was the hourglass one, actually. We know that. We know that's purple. So we have the outline for that. And it does show... It shows one of the rays. It shows it being a 3-lined ray. And the symbol... The mid symbol is like a flower thing. So we could maybe complete that one based on that information. Yeah. That's good. Did I not take a screenshot of that? Maybe I didn't. I'll have to go look at the VOD. Hold on, let me go look at the VOD. That would be like at the very start of the last stream of this. Because I picked up that lighter right away. It was on the next run. There it is. Get a good look at the envelope? I feel like I did. I saw it. Yeah, it's there. I've got to really zoom in on that. Nuance. I don't know if it's showing the symbol, though. It was just like a blimp. One to keep in mind, I guess. Not for right now. Anyway. So, for the other keys. I don't know if each key actually corresponds to a specific door or what, but let's have a look at the thing that told us about those and think about which ones we can pursue. And some of it's just going to come down to RNG. But I'll do what I can. Right. So, the first key found here on the furthest rank. Got that one. Second, Loctite in the vault of a bank. Don't know what's up with that, because I got the key for the... Well, maybe there's more keys for the vault? It wouldn't just be sitting there and I missed it, would it? I don't know. So it's in the vault, somehow. Third is high up among all the clocks. Again, I don't know. Oh yeah, I have that partial one from the clock tower room as well. Which was... Yeah, that's the flower again. And it's showing... Yeah, it's showing the horizontal line, vertical line, outline. Which is... Yeah, violet. Yeah, so that is for the violet one. That's just another piece pointing us towards the same one. We've got that. Okay. That's definitely that one. Fourth is down below, beneath all the docks, so I'd have to do the whole water boiler pump setup thing to drain enough water to do that. Fifth key is held by a king on his throne. I don't know what's up with that. It wouldn't be at the furthest rank in room 46, I don't think. Sixth is in a station left by one of your own. One of your own? You mean like Simon's brother? At a station. First thing that comes to mind with that is like the double bedroom. Like, was there like a train set in there with a station, maybe? Maybe. That's a total raw guess. Seventh is major if you draft it quite late, so get the music room on a high rank is definitely that. Last key is waiting before the last door of 8, so you have to do all the other ones. So, I guess it's just try to get some of these rooms and hope that I can divine some additional meaning out of them. And hope that I can do a setup with the boiler, maybe. I guess if we can draft the boiler, I mean, get a bunch of rerolls would be good. But if we can draft the boiler, try by all means to create an adjacent pump room, and just hope it works out that way. That's kind of my most desperate hope. That's the thing that's most out of my hands, you know? Like, I don't know for a lot of it. I guess getting the music room late is also just kind of in God's hands. But yeah, just figuring out the meaning of some of these. Like, what am I missing in the vault? Is it the clock room that is the clock thing that it's talking about? Maybe. It's unclear. It's uncertain. I don't know. What I know is I must draft. Let's go draft, I suppose. And just see if we can get anything done by that means. I don't know. Not the strongest start. I could just give me a guest bedroom. Take the early stam. And a gem. Why not? And yeah, I haven't changed up my this effect yet. I don't know. I don't know if I care to. Not great draws for filling out that right side. Just kind of what I was hoping for. Don't really want to dead end myself at all. So I guess I'll get the commissary. We just go in. I mean, I start out with a lot of money, so we can get some value early. Get a sleeping mask and a shovel. Why not? The metal detector's there, but maybe I should have gone for that. I don't know. But I just thought sleeping mask because I can immediately get the value out of it for going in here. Maybe that's something. Maybe that's nothing. The coat check. It's a dead end, though. I don't want a dead end. I'll take an early security, though. Don't know if I want to set it right now. I guess I can... There's no harm in doing offline being off. That's always worth setting, I suppose. In case you do get the breaker room and just leave. I don't know, security level medium. Never been completely confident on my strategy when I have a security room but not a breaker room. I mean, I'm sure we'll get it. I mean, there's a chance we won't, though. Anything can happen. There's the conservatory. Or the lab. I mean... Setting rarity is good, but I like the lab effects. It could get me some permanent benefits. You don't know. Don't know until I'm in there. It can be pretty powerful stuff, or just something really strong for this run. Permanently add gold to your allowance, or deliver a letter to the mailroom. We got that letter, though, unless there'll be more letters. But, I mean, this is the setup I had to get my allowance up before. Just every time I get a shop, I get more permanent allowance forever. And yeah, solving this puzzle would be good, too. I don't know to what end this is even going to go. But I need to power it, and I've never been able to power it. If I have enough letters in the mailroom, I suppose. Pays to be popular. We did take the thing that makes us safe from Darkroom, I think. So I guess I can... Yeah, we did take shelter. But if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. I don't like the risk of having only one door forward, you know? Otherwise, I would take the breaker box. But I don't want to risk it right now. I don't want a dead end. It could happen at any time. You never know. I'll take the bedroom for now. Move me out in that direction. Maybe we can hook up to the foundation. And yeah, I've got to think about where the remaining safes are, because I have no idea. We have 6 letters. There's maybe 1 or 2 more safes. And I don't know where they would be. Said last time, I need to kind of cast my preconceived notions to the side and search for them wherever they might be. But I truly don't know. Maybe I need to get more Alizars. 5 messages failed to send. That sucks. Those aren't great. Those aren't great. I could choose a room color if I wanted it. Spend a gem on that. Again, I don't want one route forward. Maybe we can loop back around to the foundation if we can press forward. I guess I'll do it. I don't know what room I would even want, really. I mean, corridors are always good, but do I want to blow those straight away? I can get a shop. Yeah, get a shop. Get shops. That gets us allowance. If we get, like, the gift shop, that has a pretty good layout, being a T-junction. There's the aquarium. There's the gift shop. Yeah. Yeah. The aquarium points up, though. But no, I can't afford it. This is the only thing I can afford. My allowance has been raised. Yeah, maybe I'll get the Mount Holly tea if I can afford it this run, because then it's just the swim bird I need to worry about. But yeah, this room's nice with, like, you know, when shop activated effects, because it's good for layout, and it's free. There's the conference room. I guess I'll take that, yeah. If we get an opportunity for spreading, I might do it. I've barely ever, like, actually tactically used this room. I'll take the parlor. We don't need a T-junction just yet. We can save the dark room. It can be purely beneficial for us. Okay. Only one box displays a true statement. The gems are in the white box. The gems are in the black box. Okay. Well, obviously one of these, at least one of these has to be false. Both of them could be false. It could be, my thought is that this is the true statement, which means both of these are false, which narrows it down to the blue box. Because if it's not in the white box, then it can't be in the white box. If it's not in the black box, it can't be in the black box. It would have to be in the blue. 1 true, 2 false. I'm going to go with that. Trust your instincts. Never give up. Let's go. Nothing else hidden in the parlor, perhaps? No? Nothing I can see. And if I can get the full house thing, then that's great. Oh, I do have the gems to get this, actually. Spread some money? I mean, I could get the metal detector. If I do that. It'd be a bit of a backtrack, but stamina's less of an issue at this point. Nurse's station I wouldn't want here. Or just a closet for items. Could be good. Not like we have a huge amount of keys. Plus other items could be good too. It's a guess, I don't know. If I get the money, I could maybe guarantee myself the metal detector or get the t-shirt if I want that. Yeah. Let's do the thing that gets me like a potentially an immediate permanent benefit. Plus the gem back. Forgot about that. And yeah, there's never anything in here, just the switch for that. Yeah, we got that figured out. That's fine. Spread gold. The payroll. Oh, yeah. We don't have anything going there, but I guess if I get those rooms, does it still count as a spread? It doesn't use the word spread. Whereas this very specifically does. I don't know. But we don't have any of those rooms anyway. I don't know. But coins? Coins! Hey! I've effectively used the conference room. Isn't that nice, eh? Okay. Cool. Okay, that's cleared out that bit of the map. Let's go over here, I guess. And I would like to loop around to the foundation. I've got no rerolls. Spread gems in each green room, you say? I'll do that. And then go back to the conference room. Are there... It didn't spread anything. Because I guess it's per green room. There are no other green rooms, therefore there was no spread. So, not huge value there, but, I mean, I am pressing forward, which is kind of the important thing. I care more about the actual layout than the effect, in this case. We're making ample change. Do we want to go back to the commissary right now? I probably should, yeah. It's eating through some stamina right now, but the further away I go, the more it's going to cost to go back. And we've got the money for the one thing that we want from there. And I guess we could go out from the West Wing as well. Fill out the early ranks. Sure. Commissary. Hello. I'd like a metal detector. And you know what? I'll take the salt shaker too. I can afford it, and I, want more food and more stamina. Hopefully we get a dining room. I assume the lunchbox counts as a food item, so that would proc the salt shaker as well. That'd be good. Here we are. I'll take a workshop. I really want to get that foundation connection. It's of immense value. Ooh, sledgehammer. Nice. Don't think we can make anything, can we? We can make the detector shovel. That's like a no-brainer, right? There's no downside to that. Unless it stops working as a metal detector. I don't remember if it does or not. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer. Yeah, great chance of finding coins and money, and of coins and money while digging. I guess it maybe proportionally reduces your chances of getting other things while digging, like turnips. We might be okay on that. Kind of gotta take the corridor there. I would have really liked a T-junction there. What's in here? Oh, key on the floor. Nice. Happy to have keys. There's the Gaim. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna lose the stamina from it, but I'll accept that. Just because it's a good floor plan, spatially. Really stretching to reach that foundation. I can still get the full floor plan. It's not going to be a convenient connection to get anywhere. But I can do it. I guess I'll use the spare room here. I always end up with these convoluted, like, single-path floor plans that are a nightmare. Yeah, give me the courtyard. That gives me more options. We can get the dig value. We're out of gems, which sucks. Big coins. I need more shots. Get my allowance up and somewhere to actually spend all these extra coins I'm getting. Key. Open this. Ooh, secret garden key. Cool. We don't have a... I mean, we can use the lever there, I suppose. We don't have any particular reason to want to go there beyond anything like that, though. Or just passive reasons. Yeah, I'll take the billiards room to kind of connect back down. We can finally get the foundation, maybe, and do some math. Swear to God, all the math puzzles I did off stream did not include the square modifier at all. I didn't have to square anything. Just you watch, there'll be squares here again. 14. 20 plus 10 plus 8 is 38. Minus 18 is 20. Divided by 1. Oh no, it's multiplied by 1. But either way, it's 20. 10 minus 7 is 3. Divided by 1 is still 3. Times 2, 6. Times 3 is 18. Ooh, look at this. Multiple additions. All this. 6 plus 3 is 9. Divided by 3 is 3. Add 3 is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. Okay. I don't know. They just give me easy stuff. I'm not complaining, by the way. Makes me look smarter than I am doing basic mental math. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, Cloister of Draxus is the only one that's going to get us the foundation. We get the dig spots from the cloister. I'm fine with it dead ending on the one spot where it's going to dead end, and that's going to give me a bunch of dice, so sure. Yeah, look at all these dig spots. It's great for a dig run. We love Cloister. 4 coins? Damn. And a key. Keys are valuable. Always. There we go. And another key. Damn. Hell yeah, thanks, Traxus. My best friend, Traxus. See what the dead end is. I'll take a breaker room or a walk-in closet. There's the master bedroom, which I still don't have and I can't afford. So fuck me. I've never been in there. I don't think. I would anticipate a safe being in there. I've just never been. That's something to consider. Shadow of Death rolls over you because it's dice. I get it now. Okay. Getting the gems good. I'm lacking those. Let's head off from the foundation. Get that spot. I'm pretty sure as well I should be taking the elevator here every run. Because I think the upgrade disc down there spawns every run. Because I've seen it multiple times now. I remember to take it off stream and actually cash it in. I think or did I forget to cash it in? Maybe I forgot to cash it in. Either way, I think there's an upgrade disc down here that I never cashed in. Any of the times where I got it. Upgrade disc. Thank you. Hopefully I remember to use that. We've got a couple of computers in play as is. Or have I got them all in play, actually? I think I have. Because we got security, office, and lab on this run already. That's the 3 computers. So I'll have to backtrack at some point. Don't want to do that. We'll see. Right, what do we win? I guess storeroom's the best fit here. Would love to solve Chamber of Mirrors at some point. I don't know if we're going to get anything specific from it, but I think it gets you a bunch of stamina and a bunch of keys. From the looks of it, anyway. Coins! A bookstore would go real hard right about now. Or a showroom, but I do want more books. And it's possible we'll get a full floor plan today. Probably not, because I'm bad at drafting. I'm liable to get bullshitted. We do have 4 rerolls, though. Could help us out on that. Let's go from here. The armory. Yeah, that's a shop. My allowance goes up. Maybe a spend. There is the axe. We could permanently remove the gem cost of a room. I'm gonna spend the money on that. Actually, it's a really good permanent addition. That's probably the most valuable thing to get out of this room and the Mantle of the Night is being able to remove gem costs. You just make gems not a problem ever again. It's pretty good. I'm gonna take the den because I'm getting close to the full floor plan, so I'm kind of angling towards it now. If I can. Like, I'll take that value. I could, like, go for the secret garden. I don't know if that would be the right shape. I think it would be, because the side with the funny rotating thing is always facing out, I'm pretty sure. That would create the kind of T-junction that we want. Sure, fuck it. I don't really need it for anything else that I'm aware of right now, so might as well. And there's dig spots. Coins. And a key. God damn, we got a lot of keys. I wish I'd set security to low, but I couldn't have known. Okay. Yeah, might as well hit the lever. And there's the other backup lever here, so we could do east and west here. I doubt I'll get lucky and hit the fucking the thing where it's what am I trying to say? Hit the God, I'm bad with my words sometimes, aren't I? Get do I have the broken lever? No. Get the broken lever and do the whole broken lever greenhouse thing. To get the south side. It would be cool though. Right, no, that's just the moon. That's like the default position. I don't remember which is which. Mm-hmm. Assume east, because then it'll be the east lever, right? Yes, indeedy. Cool. Yeah, it's a real nice room, Secret Garden. Considering I was so reliant on Great Hall for my, like, runs when I was managing to, get to the antechamber. Just being able to open up both sides like that. It's real nice. I want that music room later. I'll take the walk-in closet, I suppose. Maybe I should have axed the music room. Was the option there? I don't remember how that works. I should have maybe done that. But I think it would have then picked the room. But it would have been beneficial for later runs. So, should have considered it, perhaps. I haven't bought the t-shirt yet, right? I should maybe... I don't know. Should I go back and do that now? Stamina's a little bit light. We'll see. That's something I could do on a future run. Maybe, because it's kind of cheap. Dining room here is good. Have to get careful not to be squirreled in on this one side. There's that extra stam. We do get right away. And yeah, I got 11 out of it, because of Salt Shaker. Sweet. Good synergy. A little bit of synergy. We enjoy to see it. Let's see if we can make our way back towards the other end a bit. I mean, there's the chance I could do the water stuff still. That chance exists. With the boiler room and everything. Or I could take this and axe it. So I don't have the axe option right now. I don't remember where it shows up. Or do I just have to look at my map when I'm not selecting, maybe? I don't know. It seems like it has to be a drafted room that has to be axed. I'm gonna do the pool, because I want the pool in more of my runs. Oh, right, yeah, we axe it from here. Okay, so I can axe anything. Okay, so I should really think about that then. In that case... Show the cost? Yeah, it does show the cost when they have a cost. Yeah, this thing's fucking rare. Get the rarity on that down. That'd be really nice. Axe classroom makes it easier if you go for final exam. Yeah, that's another thing I want too. I do want like more classroom stuff. And that does have a cost. Fair. I will consider that. Yeah, that is good. I mean, there's pool too, and I want to get the pool thing. Final exam is interesting, but I don't know if it has any connection to the puzzles that I'm trying to do at the moment. The pool definitely is. It's only one cost. Like, I guess the cool thing to do would be to axe something that has a high cost, right? That's the obvious, sensible thing, right? Like if I axed the showroom. Or, yeah, I mean, axe the showroom. Axe the locksmith could be... I mean, axe any of the shops is pretty valuable, right? The ones that have a cost, anyway. Attic, yeah, Attic's a really good one to axe, too, for all those items. Yeah. Vault would be a good one to axe, too. I do need it for my current puzzling, and it has the higher cost. A lot of things I want to axe. Probably going to stick with Mantle of the Night for a while, so I can keep axing things. That's something I should just keep doing whenever I get a fair bit of money. And just try to keep getting my allowance up so I can more easily axe. And eventually just have a save where nothing costs gems. That'd be fun. Axe the music room. Could be good as well. I need to axe things, and I need to get, oh, right, it's like found. Yeah, I need to get conservatory more to make more desirable things common. Would be really good. I'm thinking about it. It's all good suggestions. There's a lot of... anything being axed is of some value. At least a little bit. I think I want to stick to something that's valuable to me for puzzling. I'll tell you what I do, actually. I'm going to go with Vault. One, because it's, you know, relevant to my current puzzle. Doing Attic would be really good. Attic is, like, up there in terms of ones that I want to axe. It's a high contender. But my thinking is, if I axe the Vault, I can go to the Vault more frequently. I can get plus 40 coins on any run where the Vault comes up as an option. And then I can just buy another axe. That's more than enough money for another axe. And then I can just keep axing things. And it's rare, so I'm not going to be able to do that a lot, but I'll be able to do it more than I have been up till now. So I'm going to axe that. That's my logic. And this puzzling. Yeah, there's the trunks, and there's the trunks. Pretty cool, but it's flooded right now. So nothing else we can do with it. I hope that's a sensible decision. We can take archives and protect ourselves from that. That's fine. We're sheltered, baby. And we could go back to the dining room as well. Yeah, there's all this. Yeah, that's for the purple realm. That one. Well, dining room's right there. Might as well grab the stamina now. Plus salt shaker. I do not have a showroom, but I will eat the dinner anyway. I've not been the kind of guy to strategize against those extra food effects. But they exist. Oh, right, I was sheltered from the gymnasium before. I forgot about that. Just kind of rolling around in my mind why I didn't lose stamina back then. Tell you what, let's go to the antechamber right now and get the crown and actually maybe benefit from its effect. There's the pump room. If I want that. The thought is I wouldn't want it here. I'd want it connected up to a boiler. So I wouldn't want to take it. I'm going to take the observatory instead for that reason. I could have maybe re-rolled. I don't know if I'm desperate enough for that right now, though. Apples are better, and I get a key. And a chest. A pair of chests are in the entrance hall. Nice. 3 of those now. Good grief. Good gravy. I don't need the basement key, thank you. McDoon. Nice. So, yeah, we can get a reroll and a gem if we kill a red room. And there are still plenty of red rooms we could get. Imagine we get Furnace. And we're dead-ended because of it. We can just reroll that shit. And no additional instructions have appeared there. And yeah, we're gonna have to... I guess the value of the postcard and of some of the other pieces of information we've gotten is actually doing these pins. Because it's not about the order. I mean, we know the order. This is the order. The issue is where the realms are. And we had that one history textbook that showed us some of them. Showed us like 2 or 3. Rank 9? Possible music room? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah? I would like to, certainly. If I can get it to appear, I can re-roll it maybe. I will certainly take it. Guess if we're gonna re-roll anywhere, let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's worth re-rolling for here. There is the drawing room though. We could just take the drawing room for a free re-roll, and then we still have our remaining re-rolls. At a gem cost? Yeah, and it's good floor plan wise too. We get the gem back anyway. Oh, there's the vault. But no, I must resist. Redraw. No music room. Okay, we can get a free reroll from the crown and not get the maid's chamber anymore. Big rerolls. No. I mean, I could get the allowance, but no. I want the music room. There's the music room! Yes, we have the gems for it, too. Alright. We get the major key. Hopefully, is the one. I don't know if it's guaranteed. Yes! Sanctuary key. We got it. Good shit. That is an RNG, at least slightly dependent one. So having that is massive. Now we've actually got to get it to the sanctuary. We can do that, though. That's good. That's huge. And a regular-ass key. Good shit. Good shit. Good thinking there as well. Recommending that. Hell yeah. Let's see if we can build down to the gymnasium, perhaps. Just to get there. And then we can... I guess we could go to Foundation from there and go down and open the sanctuary. The sanctum key, the sanctum door, whatever. If not, we can backtrack. We've got the stamina for it. I could take the dark room. It's good layout and it's... No, we will... No, yeah, because it's run out, hasn't it? We've drawn 4 red... This would be the 4th red room. So we wouldn't have the protection from it. I don't want to go into it blind, so I'm going to remove it. Not ideal. I'll take the kitchen. I can buy more stamina. That's okay. And I get more allowance, which is good. Give me a bacon and eggs and a club sandwich. There you go. Stamina is pretty good, and there's something else in here. coin for my trouble. Penny for my thoughts. Might not even run out of keys going this way. Yep, always great. Renewable. We got a key. Vault again. Stop teasing me. Don't tease me with that. Yeah, re-roll it. I'll take the passageway. We're out of gems now, but the opportunity for a potential, full clear is irresistible. Reroll? Or get gems? So I can, get more good things? Yeah, I'll take that. Even though it dead ends here, we have options. We can dig. I know green rooms are more likely to have dirt piles, but come on, this is disgraceful. We can do better than this, can we not? Something else in here? Oh, car keys. I haven't seen you in a while. Possibility exists we could get the garage. Let's still see if we can get back to where we're going, though. There's the dark room again. I don't want that. I want to re-roll. Not great. I mean, that's okay, because we can go back and we can go from the gymnasium to get that last room. We could accept the dead end. We don't need to spread... We've got plenty of keys, I think. We're okay on keys, so I don't think we need to spread keys. We would get the value of them being in the conference room, which is nice. But we could just take the reading nook and get the key from there, or take the sauna and get the benefit tomorrow. Give me the sauna, I'll take the stamina. Is usually a gem in here? Oh, I guess not always, but there was a key, so... There's more? I'm blind? Oh, there was a very well-hidden key. Alright, a lot of keys, wow. Really do not need to spread keys, huh? Yeah, stamina's fine, so we can get anywhere out in the house and get out if we want. Re-roll me. God, the crown is nice. Give me the closed exhibit. We don't have that open, though. I guess I'd rather just take the Great Hall and just guarantee that I can get out. I could have re-rolled, but I can risk spending an extra key or two. Because we don't want to go anywhere else from here but this way. There's that lever, which... that's just going to close it. Don't do that, stupid. What am I doing? I gotta watch that cutscene again. A damn idiot. I can skip this. The text shows up weird, but it says hold to skip. Gem's good. There was value there. That's okay. It's gonna be the right one, isn't it? Maybe not. Oh, fuck. Damn. Inefficient. But this one wasn't even locked. There's the showroom. I certainly don't have the money to actually do anything there. Oh, but I could loop this back into the archives. Yeah, I'm more just appreciating the layout on this one. Oh, coupon. Would have been nicer earlier, but yeah, alright. We don't get the effect of that because we grew into it. Oh, and that's one of these as well. We don't have keycard. Oh, shit. Oh, we can go from dining room. Can we? Or is that also locked? Oh, shit. This item? Hello? Oh, key there. Could do with a breaker room. If we could get that off the gymnasium, that would be kind of clutch. I might want to use my remaining rerolls to try to get that, perhaps. Oh yeah, this spreads. I keep forgetting Secret Garden spreads. Forgot about that effect. I just think of the leather thing. So we can get even more stamina. Got dining room? No, I ate there. I can check the door. I would assume... I'll spend the stamina. I would assume since it's a security door going in there from the archive, it's the same... Oh, it's not the same. Okay. That is not a rule. Never mind. I thought it was. Okay, less strategy needed. Good call. Thank you. There's the boiler room. I could re-roll this into the pump room. Potentially. maybe. If I could do that, it would be of big value. I'll spend my reroll here. I don't care what I get off the gymnasium. That's sorted. There's the breaker. No. Pump room. Yes. Okay. Nice and easy. You just use your ivory die. You're all right. Okay. So we need power going out this way. So we need the boiler on. We need to do this. We need to engage in this puzzle again. So this isn't on. I had it set up so that it allowed me to access every door, basically. We need... Hopefully we can get the power in there while also having the door open. But we'll figure out the puzzle. So, that's to power the elevator. The door is powered by that one, but it can also be powered by this, I think. So, let's focus on the power for now. We need all the pipes going into the boiler proper. So, that needs to go here. I'm just going to shut the elevator off. That, yeah, we want going forward. This is the red power box. This is what opens that red door in the sanctuary. It has to be, right? We saw the thing telling us about these remote power boxes is effectively what they are. And this is the only one that's red. There's a red, like, receiver underground. I can't believe I forgot this was here. Because I knew it must exist somewhere, but I guess obviously it would just be here. Right, so we've got two going to that right now. We want it going up there. That should be going up there, I think. Is that all the ones? There's one up here that goes up there. Is that all of them? This bridge is open, so we can get over to this. Okay, we're big solutions today. Big solutions. So this just needs to be turned left. Now the door's closed. That's an issue. That's an issue. But we can pipe the power to the right, at least. But we don't have another way in. Is it possible for us to do this? I assume if we close off any of the pipes, the power goes off again. That needs to be maintained. Because we have two that activate the door. There's also this one. Flip that same switch. And now that door isn't done as well. I do want to check that out as well. Flip that same switch. I guess we mean probably that one. Is there a configuration where it activates both? I would hope so. It would be evil if there wasn't. Just flip them until we got what we want. So that's not taking power from anything. That's putting that power there. Oh no, the power's on. The power's on. Okay. Okay, so we'll go do that now. I guess we'll drain the reservoir so we can go down and check that out as well. And we can set this as well. Once we're done draining, once we're done with that, we can turn this on and go check out that red door as well. Second floor switch. Oh, that one. Oh, right. Yeah. I guess so, huh? Yeah. I follow. For the other door activator. Yeah. I guess the power was fine in that configuration. No, power's fine. Power's on. And there's no steam going from there to there. So... Well, I guess I can just do whatever at this point. I can just power the elevator again. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so I can leave it in that most convenient configuration. And wait, yeah, can I set it to... Yeah, I can set this... Oh, right, but that leaves that like that. But yeah, we'll do that on the way out. It's fine. We don't need to have everything be exactly perfect. But yeah, this serves our purposes exactly as we want it. Ooh, we do have the sledgehammer. Could drain out the pool and get the stuff from there too if we wanted. But yes, this is active now. The reserve tank. Cool. Okay, so this is exclusively connected to tank 1. So, tank 1 drain. Okay, doesn't quite have the capacity I was expecting. It does have the number indicators on it, though, so I don't know what I was thinking. But we just have an extra reserve. I guess we drain the reservoir as much as we can, and I suppose fill up the fountain again. I mean, that's fine now. Okay, so... how do we want to do this? Maybe we want to take this water and put it in the fountain. Just have it stored away. Yeah, let's do that then. You go back into tank 1. I'm glad I finally got this working. I was talking about, oh, it's going to be so RNG dependent for all these things. First run of the day, we get the high rank music room and we get the powered pump room. Just use the die, stupid. Okay. I don't know why it's like there's a light blue for these. Like, will something happen if I fill it up just to that point and no further? Maybe that'll leave the path open. I don't know. Worth a try if I can make it work with what I want to do with the reservoir as well. Because I don't know if draining the reservoir all the way is what we want. Or if we just want it drained down to a certain point. Maybe there's a similar indicator on the gauge if we drain it out enough. Yeah, for now, let's just work on getting as much out of the reservoir as we can. So, the fountain, I think we just want the middle one going out. Okay, and we can quickly hit this to the rest as well. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a Towers of Hanoi thing. If I want to get it to exactly more, like 3 more, I can't do it by draining just from this. And like when you set an operation to like drain or fill, it will complete that operation as much as it can. You can't interrupt it partway through. So I would have to do some Towers of Hanoi shit, but I maybe could, because there's the one extra fluid here in the reserve tank that would maybe allow for that. This is another one of those kinds of logic puzzles that's going to break my brain. So, if we add this to tank 1... I don't even know if I want to do this right now. I should be focusing on the reservoir, really. I could do that. If I, like, emptied... Yeah, if I emptied tank 2 into the fountain, I think I can do that, because it's the middle one, yeah. And then took from the fountain into that while it had that +1 in it, it would do the correct amount, I think, or something like that. Or that would be the starting point for that. I don't know. Something. Okay, so put this into the fountain now. We want to go down and like so. Oh, and actually have the button pressed? Yeah. That's it. Just make as much room as possible to drain out the res. Okay. That's us nearly as drained as we can be. Let's try to fill one from the reservoir. Reservoir being number 2. Yeah, both of those can go into both. Let's do tank 1 for now so we can get everything out from there into this tank. And in you come, please. If you would. So kindly. Yep. See, it's showing its light blue color all the way up. I wonder about that. Yep, drain tank 1. And again. Oh, right, it's drained. No, it's the wrong thing. No, don't drain the fountain. Fuck. See, now it's uninterruptible because I pressed the wrong button. Like a dingus. A goddamned dingus. Okay, send that back. Would you kindly? Yeah, it's not quite full, though. That's odd. It's on 5. I guess, we're going to do that, and then it's going to be full? Yeah, that's fine. That's normal and fine and expected. Now, back to the good work. Drain the reservoir. Because the gauges are just a bit... Okay. Tank 1 drain for that extra one. Yeah, these gauges are just like rectangles being squished and stretched. Okay, and drain again. Yeah, we're gonna have to put some into the fountain, which is okay, I suppose. I think, because yeah, if we drain out another 4, there'll still be 1 left. Yeah, go ahead and put it in there. Okay, and then drain from the res again. That'll leave us with 1. We can just switch over to tank 2. And we've got a bit of water left, a bit of capacity left over, surprisingly, after that. I thought it would take literally everything. There you go. 1 empty reservoir with a bit of room to spare. So I guess I'll drain what I can from the fountain. I don't think that's going to be enough for the thing to still be accessible. If that even is a thing, it might just need to be completely drained. I wouldn't be surprised, but might as well do it. Okay, so that's that. Now I suppose let's go get that gymnasium thing. We can get our trophy. Hell yeah. And then we can head downstairs, slot in our sanctum key, see if the reservoir situation is good. If not, we have the stamina to come back and do more. And we want to set this so that the red box is powered. We can check that out too. That's so many leads taken care of today. Isn't that awesome? Very happy with that. Very, very, very happy with this run. I went into this with a, lack of confidence in how much I'd actually be able to accomplish today. And there still remains to a degree. Oh, right, we have fruit in the conference room as well, so we're getting that stamina back. So I was thinking of going down to the foundation and just going down via there. I guess, But yeah, I guess we don't need to go to the conference room. But it would be good to go get the stamina, but we'd be spending some getting there. But it might add up, depending on how many fruit we get. Could be a lot of fruit. Let's just secure our trophy for now. What have we won? Spread keys? I mean, we don't need them at this point. I don't need that either. I mean, I might as well re-roll. Get whatever might be most desirable. I do want the garage, actually, because I want to go see if we can open the door out there. Because Alazar implied we might be able to. Or Freezer. Freezer is there and Freezer is good. I guess I might as well ask the question then. Do I want the garage to go out there, and can I do anything more out there that I haven't already done? Because Alazar implied